Hey guys, thank you for checking out Tinymenace Apparel, building a brand. This is the first time using my camera, so if it doesn't look well, I'm probably going to still upload it, so I apologize. And in this episode is just going to be a random episode of me pressing a shirt. I haven't cut it yet. I have some designs already cut, so I'm going to be pressing some easy Subli designs that were printed on my Epson 2720 sublimation printer that I converted. And let me show you that design right now. I showed you guys that design in a different episode, so this is the design here. This is the Menace design. So I'm gonna cut this design now. I'm gonna connect the Cricut to the computer. The heat press is already going. It's warmed up at 400. A great thing to do is when you first start your jobs is to you turn on the heat press right away, just to get you into rhythm of things. Alright, so I already saved this design as a print and cut design. So that means that I created the design, I put it in the Cricut program in the workspace, and then you press make it, and then it goes to print to cut. So that is when it prints off your sublimation printer, and then it prints these guidelines out here that the Cricut will read and then cut around, so then it can cut around your design. So you just got to open the project if you saved it. I recommend you always save your projects. Let me see. I don't see any projects here. What's going on? Okay, let's see. Now let's go back to projects. Here we go. Here we go. So it's yellow cat. Saved as yellow cat. You click make it. Okay. And then it'll show you how it's supposed to be printed and inserted into the into your Cricut. Okay. So while that's loading, I'm going to get my mat. It's loaded. Okay. So whatever direction it shows on the mat, that's the direction you have to use to put it on the Cricut, to cut it. So I have a few mats. So I'm going to be using the green mat, and this is the standard grip mat. So they have a light grip, standard grip. So in the image, you peel this off. Usually put it over here just so I don't forget it. And then in the design, the animals the cat is facing this way, so I would go like this. Doesn't have to be perfect because like I said, the computer's gonna pick it up. Now when you print these, the ink is still gonna be wet. So this has been sitting for a couple days actually. I was supposed to cut it yesterday and I just never got to it. So now you click continue, and then the computer says send to printer, but you've already printed it. So there's a section there, it says on the right, it says I've already printed it. Now it's going for the Cricut. So if you've seen previous episodes, if you go on Tinymenace Apparel's page, YouTube page, you'll see I have other episodes where it shows how I converted sublimation printer. So these lines here, when this prints out, sometimes they're not dark enough, and the Cricut doesn't read the lines. Well, I hope it reads them now, but if it doesn't, what I've typically had to do now is I've had to use a ruler and use a Sharpie and redo the black line, and then the Cricut reads it right away. So I figured that out through another YouTube channel that said that. I can't remember the name right now, but a lot of the YouTube channels are actually giving that advice. So let's see if it reads it. Now it's gonna scan around the sheet and it's gonna try to read the page, and let's see if it gets it. If it doesn't, then I have a Sharpie ready over here somewhere. I believe it's under this, and I have a ruler ready as well. The whole place is a little bit of a mess. Let me get the ruler while that's going. Oh, the ruler was already there, so this is the ruler here. I just use a regular ruler, and It typically takes this amount of time to scan. Let's see if it picks it up. Let's see. No. Yep, it picked it up. So now the screen says cutting, and it gives you a percentage as to how much is left. And it does this in about a minute. Sometimes less, depending on the design. And I have it set on light cardstock. I'm not sure if that was the right. Oh no, I have it set on iron on. I believe that's the right setting. One thing, I've been switching from sublimation to regular vinyl to easy Subli, and I keep forgetting to change this knob. So I've gone through a few sheets where I've actually put it in cardstock, and it cut right through the sheet on both pieces, and then you just have to get rid of it. So let's see how this is. I don't remember if this is the setting. I believe the iron-on is the setting for easy Subli. We'll see. Fingers crossed. So now, while this is going, I'm gonna have to weed that out, and then I'm gonna have to sister it with a mat that easy Subli has. It's called a mat. I believe it's just an easy Subli mat. When you look it up online, let's see. Here we go. Easy Subli mask. Sorry, easy Subli mask. So this is the sheet. This is it here. So the easy Subli mask is just something you mirror above it. You squeegee it on, and then when you flip, I'll show you. When you flip it over, it's ready to go. And then you can actually use this mask, leave the design on it, and then you don't need a parchment paper or Teflon sheet above it. So this is the mask here, and then you just peel it and you stick it up to it. Okay, it's done. So it's 100%. Press eject. Got it. Now let's put the mask over here. Now let's get the weeding tool. Get the weeding tool here. And I like to leave it on the mat because then it sticks to it and it helps. So what you do is you peel off the top there, see? The top piece. Then the bottom piece is there, and you can go like this. And as you go through it, there we go. You can start seeing the design. It comes right off. You just gotta take your time because, see, if you've been using the mat for a while, it's gonna be a little loose, you know. So, I mean, the weeding is so smooth and easy. I mean, it's great. See, so you just gotta, you know, be patient. If it's just one design, one little animated creature or something, or some words, it's pretty simple. So here we go. So this is it here, and there it is. See? So now this is garbage. What you do is, then you get this, the sister mat, right? And you peel this back, so you can use the weeding tool again. Let's see. Now this is pretty simple. The hardest part is after you initially print, the ink is very wet. So what some people do is they put it over they put the sheet here, they bring this slightly down for about a minute, you know, not pressing it, not touching it, but having the heat warm it up, dry up the ink. And then a few minutes later they just get right to it. So you peel this apart. This is garbage now. This is the sheet you want. This is a sticky sheet. Now some people bend it like this, stick it down the middle, and then open it up to let all the bubbles fly out, and it'll help you out better with the squeegeeing out the air bubbles from the design. So go like that, and you spread it out. Okay. See, so now let me close this. Alright, so I got the squeegee here. Alright, so I have that. This is a little cricket one, but there's hacks. You can go to the dollar store and you can get some. You can get a spatula, and then what people are doing is they're putting painter's tape on the sharp edge to protect the paper, and you use a spatula. So I'm going around each letter here because I'm concerned that the letters aren't going to pick up right. especially as they're all separated. It's not one big piece. Sometimes you'll get a few letters and the other ones won't come up. So I'm making sure that it picks up all the letters in the design. So there we go. So another thing is I've been trying to peel it from the front. So once I put the mat on, I've been trying to peel it from the front, and then some of the letters don't peel off. So the trick is you peel the whole piece, both pieces, you peel it up. So you peel it up like this. Now you got it all the way up, right? Let's get this mat out of the way. Yeah, I'm running out of space over here. And hopefully I get some supporters and I'll buy some stuff. So here it is, and both are together. So now I pressed the mat over, squeezed it out, and I'm gonna flip it to the other side and peel it from the other side so that I can stay on the piece that I want it to stay on the bottom piece. So you see, peel it off slowly. I mean, I've seen videos where they just yank it apart and it comes right off. One easy swoop like that. Like that, yeah? So this is how it's perfectly there, you know? This is garbage now. And the press is ready to go. Now, when you're pressing easy Subli, it's not like regular sublimation paper where you have to press it for a long period of time. So with easy Subli, you can press it at 311 degrees for 15 seconds. So let's turn down the temperature. So I still have the temperature set for typical sublimation paper presses. So I'm gonna hit set. Set. And I'm gonna bring the temperature down to 315. I have it at 400. So almost there. 315. Set. Now let's go. It's at 315 now. Temperature's gonna go down. Now how many seconds? Let's go. 15 seconds. So let's go set again. I have it right now 70 seconds. Now sublimation paper is 60. The paper that I purchased, the A1 subsheets, they say 40 seconds. But a lot of people online say 60 seconds. So here we go. So I'm just gonna cover this back up because after this I'm gonna cut vinyl. I'm not gonna be pressing up too much stuff. But let's get this going. Alright, so the mat is covered. Save that. Now let's go here. Let's close this up for now. I'm gonna turn this off for a second I'm gonna unplug it just to get out the way, just because of personal space. I don't have the wiring set up where I'm wrapping it all the way around. The Cricut wire is the same as the printer wire. It's the same jack. So what I plan to do is get a printer wire and get an extra long one and run it behind the devices here. So let me just check this still recording. Yeah, this is the first time me using this camera. So if you guys are wondering what camera this is, and the other episodes I was shooting with a iPhone 12, this one here, and you can see the cameras, different cameras, in 4K. Sometimes it was shooting in HD, but with YouTube, the higher quality, the better the placement, they say, you know, for the algorithms. So I cranked it up to 4K, but it was taking up a lot of space. So with this camera, this is a Canon M50. So this is a 4K camera as well, and it comes with mic. I bought the kit with the mic and everything. And if you guys want a review on that, or if you want to see that camera, I'll shoot the next episode with the phone, and then I'll show you guys the camera. So I'm going to use a Next Level extra large kids shirt, and the design should fit perfectly on this. Temperature's going down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time to prep the table. Normally I have a fold-up table here, and I use that table to hold this machine, and then I use this bigger table, little round table I have here, to lay the shirts out and sample, I pre-press the shirt. You pre-press the shirt and then you put the design on it. So what some people like to do is they pre-press it. I'm going to show you. Let's do the press now. So the temperature's still going down, but I'm going to pre-press the shirt just to get all the moisture out of it. Let me move this out the way. Alright, so you take the shirt, stick it in the machine. So now this machine doesn't have the drawer that slides out. So you have to be careful with your fingers because it's hot up there. See, there's a camera holder here for the phone. Get that out the way. So this, go like this, stick it in. Now let's do a quick 5 seconds. Okay? There's a pre-press. I have some lint rollers I'm going to use, and then let's get that up. Alright. Now I did the 5 seconds. Now after this, what some people like to do is they like to fold the shirt in half. So you fold the shirt in half where the tag is, just to get a sense. You get a line pressed down the middle of the shirt, and then you know where the middle is for when you're putting your design in there. So you'd fold it directly in the middle like this, see, like that. There you go. So you put it in the machine, in the press. There we go. So here we go. This doesn't have to be perfect because this is just to get the quick line there. So yeah, so pressure's on a little tight. So, and it's extra thick because it's folded in half. Just a few seconds just to give it that line. There we go. Now when you open it, you have the line running right down the middle. Alright, so let's get this going. Open it on the table here. And you get a lint roller. So I have a few. But you can get these at Amazon, packs of 2 or 3 for $7-8. And this has been laying around, so get a new sheet. Now let's get any fibers that may be sticking up from here. Right? Just a few packs. The design here, what some people do is they fold it in half. So I like to make the words match, and then pinch it right here at the top. Don't go too tight because it's really sticky. Then you go like this, and then we line it up with the line on the shirt to get the exact middle. So here we are. Okay guys, so like I said in the video, I was shooting with a different camera. The memory was full. I haven't had a chance to use the camera much. I don't know how long this memory card lasts, but it's a memory card that came with it. And I don't know if that was recorded in the video. I said maybe I show you guys the camera. This is a Canon M50, and the kit came with the mic because a few friends of mine were saying that I needed to be louder. So I said, oh, maybe the mic, because I was using the iPhone 12. So this is the camera here, Canon M50. So you're gonna see half the video on this and the other half in the iPhone here. So what I did was, from what I can tell when it died, was I was showing you guys the transfer. So you fold the transfer in half and you pinch it, and then you match the line that you use when you press the shirt in half, and you have the line. You don't have to do it that way, but you can. I follow the tag and I just press it in half. So you put the transfer on, the mask on. Mask is sticky, so stick to it, and you hold it open, press it for 15 seconds at 3:15, and this is the result here. There's the result. This is Siser Easy Subli, and it's great. So it's a sublimation on 100% cotton. So this is a next level shirt. Let me give you guys all the details here. There's a next level shirt, 90% cotton, 10% polyester. So any sublimation job I've ever done, the best and brightest colors have always been with polyester shirts that were over 80%, 70, 80%. Then if you do it any less, if you do 50, 60%, it'll stick on there, but then when you wash it, it starts fading right away. It's already faded initially from the initial press because it doesn't give you the full brightness if it's not 100% polyester. And then it just gets worse and worse as you wash it. So if you're gonna resell it, there's not gonna be a data, something you're gonna sell to a customer, you want them to remember your brand. I wouldn't. This is a good way to go, I think. So I'll break down the numbers on another episode so you guys can see the difference in the numbers. And then I'll tell you how much it's gonna cost you using. So let me show you the regular sublimation paper. This is A sub sublimation paper, G125. So I saw a review that G120 is the best for printing with the Epson EcoTank printer. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna order a pack of that. But this one so far, when you print with this, comes out like this. So you print to cut, and then Cricut cuts it, and then you press it. So I'm gonna press this in a different video. I already showed you guys what it looks like on another shirt, and I'm gonna press that one on I pressed it on a 100% cotton shirt. Now I'm gonna press this with a polyester shirt. So you can see I have a Cricut shirt that I bought from a craft store, and it's strictly for sublimation. I bought a sublimation shirt. But this one came out pretty well, I think. All right, so please consider supporting. This will be on the site soon, tinymenaceapparel.com. Use the code YouTube, only for the YouTube viewers. I will not be advertising this code, and you'll get an additional 10% off. And please consider subscribing and liking. Thank you.